If you asked any Coloradan why they live here, it's because of our outdoor spaces and because of the opportunity for us to share in these spaces with one another and to actually be part of nature.
People really identify with the outdoors in Colorado, and they identify themselves with their connection to the natural world. We've got immense amounts of open space, beautiful mountain peaks, incredible prairie lands out in the east, clean water and air, wildlife habitat, and access to local food. Colorado's changing every day. We see a huge growth in the population, and that's been ongoing. And that growth means more development, which can mean loss of habitat, loss of natural open spaces.
There are many risks that threaten Colorado's great outdoor spaces. We've seen snowpack diminish. We've seen impacts on, our recreation economy because of the inability to ski or to raft on rivers because we just don't have the water resources there anymore. Fires that have exceeded any of our wildest expectations, drought throughout the state. And we just can't, deny that it's happening, and it's continuing to get worse. If we're not doing the work now to conserve those lands and the water and the wildlife habitat, it will be gone and, irreparably harmed, so that we're not able to save those lands for future generations.
In order to address those big challenges, we need concerted efforts. We need a strategic, coordinated plan for all of our partners to come together. It takes conscious effort through conservation, and that's exactly what Keep It Colorado does. At our core, we have the state's land trusts, we have open space agencies at the local and state level, and we have conservation professionals and conservation champions. We bring our partners together to collaborate and strategize, to advocate for good policy, and to problem solve together. A lot of our public open space agencies and our nonprofit land trusts are taking a more holistic approach to conservation in their communities. We as a coalition really try and elevate their work.
Each community in Colorado is different. Everyone has a different tie to their lands through community, through culture, through heritage, through farm and ranch, through wildlife connections, through recreation. And the value of an organization like Keep It Colorado is it allows us all to come together and realize what is important for all of us to be successful in each of our own communities.
We have the Front Range corridor where most people live, and conservation largely in that area is focused on recreation, access to recreation, getting people outside. On the western slope, we have just amazing, large, beautiful landscapes. We also have immense recreation opportunities as well there. We have parts throughout the state with really rich agricultural history where we're working to make sure that local farming, local ranching continues into the future. It is that fabric of all these different types of conservation coming together that creates the whole of Colorado and this conservation objective of keeping Colorado what it is. Without Keep It Colorado, we'd all be working on our own, in our own region, with our own priorities, and that work continues to happen and will get done. But Keep It Colorado allows us ability for collaboration on a statewide scale where we can come together, share what we know about what's important with the work, and then leverage that throughout the state with all of our partners for an overall statewide vision.
People define conservation in a lot of different ways, and I think it's really personal for people, the way that they define it for themselves.
Conservation is not a luxury. I think that conservation is critical to our way of life. In my case, I was born and raised in Argentina in a small family ranch, so I connected to conservation, not through recreation, but through taking care of grass and taking care of the land and the water in order to feed cattle. If you take care of the land will take care of you. I was raised with that idea as well, and then you move on and you start recreating as well and enjoying that. I have a 5-year-old daughter, and hopefully my vision is my 5-year-old, when she's my age, I would like for her to at least enjoy the same natural assets that Colorado has today. And this is not only for myself, it's for next generations to come.
Conserved land really benefits everybody. If you like to drink clean water and breathe fresh air, you benefit from land conservation. If you like to watch wildlife, you benefit from land conservation. If you like to be outside and hike, you benefit from land conservation. I think one of the measures of our success, if you will, is that our lands are not recognizable. There's not going to be a big billboard on an east property. They blend in with the environment, and that's the whole purpose of our work. One of the really neat things about the land trust community is they do a really good job of connecting with their members and getting their members involved in their work. We connect people. We are a convener of people because we all, as Coloradoans, love the outdoors. We love nature.
We get people out on the land. We do hikes, we have farm-to-table dinners, we do restoration projects where we bring out volunteers, or we partner with organizations to build trails, get volunteers to improve habitat.
Opportunities to engage children in nature and foster that wonder and that sense of excitement that they get, so they become the next generation of stewards.
Nature is strong, nature is resilient, but we need to help her. There's a very ancestral quote by native tribes in the northwest part of the US that basically says, we don't own the land owns us. And I do believe that there's a very strong truth in that.
My vision for Colorado into the future is that it will continue to be defined by its natural beauty. And that we have an ethic in the future of caring for the land in Colorado, and that really defines who we are as Coloradans.